And we're back with another episode of Chicago Bears Madden franchise. It's always weird for me to be saying that because, I did take a break off, and maybe that had an effect to why I didn't play as well in the game. Made some pretty bad passes. I won't say I made some pretty bad. I think I made good passes. It's catch 22 looking back on it. So, unfortunately, we lost in the divisional. We played well enough to beat the Philadelphia Eagles, who are a really good team. I think that if Dallas and the Eagles were to go off against each other, the Eagles definitely go out and win that game. But they were out without um, um, Justin Hurts. So, yeah, it's Justin Hurts, right? Yeah, they were out without Justin Hurts. So, you can't really blame them. They put up a good fight. Marcus Mariota played out of his fucking mind. Um, but, obviously, we were the victors in that one, and we just couldn't follow that up with a good performance against Dallas. So, we were definitely leading in that game for big periods, and we definitely should have ran out the clock. We didn't even reach our game day plan of getting 200 rushing yards, but c'est la vie, I guess. There's nothing else you can do when Micah Parsons breaks an NFL record in sacks against you. So we'll advance to the next week, um, which is the divisional playoff. Gets played. We'll see who's still in as the 49ers beat the Carolina Panthers 42-35. KC takes a trip over to Baltimore, and the Niners are going to go hopefully shit on the Dallas Cowboys in Arlington. So that's what I'm hoping for. What's got the prospects here? Um, yeah, there's a lot of good players, I guess, in the draft. I gotta go for linemen. I think at this point, I was really looking into it. I'm gonna need a left tackle. And honestly, there's probably some good players here. Um, a lot of first round talents. Not all of them are going to be able to get picked up. I don't know what's going to be available for us in free agency either. A lot of good right tackles as well. If we can get a second round player and like Alan Cummins, we could be doing well. So we'll see how the draft turns out. Let's go to manage staff. I'm getting rid of them. I didn't like them. I didn't love the coaching staff that we had there. I saw that Ron Rivera is available, and he's a really good defensive coach. He's a guy who I want as my defensive coach. He's a guy who I need as my defensive coach. Um, he's a guy that I would um, really feel that pushes this team over the edge and makes us way better defensively. Even though it hasn't always worked out for him as a head coach, um, definitely better defensively. So we'll advance to this next week, which is the Pro Bowl. Hopefully, see who wins this game. We might be coaching in the Pro Bowl. We'll view the playoff bracket here, hoping to see the 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm so happy that it played out that way. Hoping Patrick Mahomes brings it home. I wouldn't be disappointed if the Niners went out and won. I'm from the Bay Area, so it'd be sick to see. We'll view the Pro Bowl roster here. Justin Fields is QB2. That's really cool. Javonte Williams, QB running back 1. I think, that's really good. Did Kareem Hunt make it? Yeah, he did. Good for him. We kind of, advanced a lot of his stats a little bit more. DJ Moore wins wide receiver number 1. Justin Jefferson in the 99 club, and he gets wide receiver 4. Mike Evans is here, and George Pickens makes the cut. Good for him. Kyle Pitts, Mercedes Lewis, Tristan Wirfs is out there. We're going to have nobody on the offensive line except Elton Jenkins, I feel like, is our guy. Is that my Elton Jenkins? I don't think so. Travis Kelce, of course, makes the first team. Should be an All-Pro again this year. Don't know how many guys we might even have on defense. I don't think it's going to be many. Terrell Edmonds makes it as linebacker 2. MLB 1, we got nobody. Patrick Queen makes it as a right outside linebacker here. Simmons makes CB3, so that's 6. JC Horn wins first. Quan Brisker, surprisingly, is safety number one, and Daniel Carlson and Mari Rogers. That's our Mari Rogers? That has to be our Mari Rogers. And Brandon Anger? Brett Anger? Is that what his name is? We will hopefully scout Koch. Can I get another mock draft? Or no? I'm guessing the answer is going to be no. We'll advance week. Um, all of our guys should perform well. I wish I could play the Pro Bowl. That used to be a thing. Well, you the yearly awards here. Patrick Mahomes wins Super Bowl MVP and Coach of the Year is Mike McCarthy, as the Super Bowl still has not been played, I'm assuming. We will upgrade some players who gets some big stats. Javonte Williams probably won halfback of the year, I'm guessing. But being into the 90s officially now. No X Factor on him. Just superstar. Oh, he moved up to superstar. He did not have that before. And we get a attribute point here with JC Horn, who also probably gets superstar. Has a couple stuff here. DJ Moore, superstar, X Factor, wide receiver. We'll keep doing playmaker on him. Hoping to, progress him this next year. Maybe get him into the 99 club. And do we get superstar X Factor with Patrick Queen? That's sick, man. I think we're going to go run stopper here. Definitely gets him up. Gets pass coverage up especially. And we got a couple of stuff here with them. Superstar X Factor is selfless pass rush. When selfless players are making plays, their teammates are motivated to perform better when they enter the zone. That's cool. Not great. I'm trying to find what's best for him. I think Fearmonger. I feel like Fearmonger would be great. Shut down, Unstoppable Force. I mean, it's great if he's probably going to move to a 3-4 this next year. We'll keep him the same way. I don't love it. I'm going to be real with y'all. New ability unlocked for Patrick Queen, so that's because he became Superstar X Factor. We'll definitely adjust them. I'll have to keep you guys updated on what we decide to do for him. We'll advance to this next week. I'm hoping to see the score briefly of the Super Bowl, see who wins that one. And the 49ers unfortunately lose to Kansas City with, I'm guessing, Patrick Mahomes being Super Bowl MVP. That's awesome for him, man. Defensive player of the year ended up being Aaron Donald again, even though I think that the 3 years in a row that he won it, he shouldn't have. Got a couple of player retirements here. Case Keenum, Mason Crosby, Marquise Goodwin, Harrison Smith, Kirk Cousins. Cam Hayward retires, so that might be a big position that the Steelers are looking to fill. And there just so happens to be a really, really good one. Shelby Harris, Jerry Hughes, Brian Hoyer, John Jenkins, Akeem Hicks, Ben Jones, big boy Ben Jones, Dwayne Brown, Randall Cobb, Roger Scaffold, a lot of good retirements. Calais Campbell's done. Can we go to staff moves? Dan Campbell got fired. Sean McVay got fired. Kevin O'Connell got fired. I mean, I don't think we would have gotten fired, honestly. We made the playoffs. We weren't expected to. But there's quite a bit of guys got fired. We're definitely going to go out and make moves for these guys, try to move into our offensive and defensive coordinators if we can. I don't know that that's possible. It was last year in game, and when we moved that dude from Carolina to our offensive coordinator, we ended up doing really, really well. So we got some player upgrades here again. Jalen Brooks, this guy who I've never met before. We'll do this for him. He probably got signed directly from our practice squad, and that's why he's on the team. But this is staff week, so I definitely want to go to manage staff, franchise staff. I don't want this guy. So I'm guessing they hired somebody randomly. Matt Eberflus is here. I'm thinking I definitely go with Sean McVay on the offense, no? Defensively, I definitely want to hire Ron Rivera. I think out of everyone, Eberflus isn't a great defensive coach, I think. Dan Campbell would be sick. Wish I could hire multiple positions, but that's not a thing apparently. There was a year too, a while ago, that if you could hire, like Mike Tomlin, like for some reason the Steelers just didn't renew his contract. We're gonna hire Ron Rivera as our defensive coordinator. Probably move to a 3-4 is what I'm thinking. So I keep muting the mic because I keep coughing, and I really don't feel like coughing a million times into the mic. NFL rosters, we're gonna probably move Jack Sanborn. For sure, Trent Simpson's getting moved. I love him at Star Dev. I just don't think he's a great rush end. And I think it gives us more flexibility if he's somewhere like as a right outside linebacker. Move Kenneth Murray back out left. Shit. And then maybe we look at moving Tremaine Edmonds back to the inside. Potentially. I mean, I like this. But then, Trent Simpson doesn't get a whole lot of play time. But then Tanner Muse isn't a player we got to really rely on playing a whole lot. Van Der Esch being the captain of the team, I want him to play, so he'll probably be our starting linebacker and put Tremaine Edmonds as the 2. Just because he does not move up or develop at all. We will go to team schemes now, actually. We are definitely going to be running with their playbooks. It's what they run, it's what they know. And I think that this gives us the most realistic in terms of running a playbook for a team. What does he like to run? They have 3-4 sets, which is nice. 4-3 cover 3 isn't disgusting. I would never want to run that. Sean McVay likes a West Coast run. We cannot do that because we do not have the capabilities to do that. I get the point of running vertical. I get the point of it. It's to move up the fucking field, right? Because if you're running vertically, then that allows you to move up the field. Versus power runs, you're just trying to bulldoze somebody. So we will move into the next stage of the offseason here, into re-signing players. I don't think we're going to re-sign a lot of people, but we get the next mock draft. I think we definitely have to move in front of some teams to make a good decision here. Mock draft 3 has Zach Brennan go 3rd. Don't know how. LA definitely needs a quarterback. I can definitely see the Lions needing a tackle. I don't see Zach Brennan going out the top 5, but I don't see him going here either. Like, they need a quarterback. They need a quarterback. That is for certain. So I don't know how that's exactly going to work. And I even think that we have to potentially re-sign a player. We're not accepting that option. Not accepting that option. Not accepting that option. Not going to negotiate that. Taylor Lewan can go into free agency, I think. He's older. We'll send him a deal, but this is just way too high. I'd give you 2 years. I think if I give him like $5 million and like 3.5, this is a reasonable deal for him. Perfect. Appreciate you, man. Dustin Jones isn't the guy I really want to re-sign. I'm not accepting 5th-year options for anybody. Like this Trey Lance 5th-year option, $29.2 million. No. I'll negotiate with Chris Wormley because he now has superstar dev. And I'm probably going to overpay him, too. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. It's a big contract, I understand that, but at the same time, I'm probably going to trade him away. Shh, don't tell anyone. Like, superstar dev on a player like that, 1,000%. You got to move off of him. That's about it, really. Gonna advance to the next week. Najee, I want to get on a long-term deal. I want to get Justin Fields on a long-term deal. I want to get Trey Lance on a long-term deal. We'll see the combine results here. We'll see who's a freak athlete. I know it's going to be this guy. He's actually having their skills set out. You know a little bit more of how they ranked. Definitely going to help me out probably moving forward in the draft. And we have the opportunity to go out and sign free agents here. There's one guy I want to get. His name is not Nick Bosa, apparently, because he is not here. That is awesome. That is awesome, dude. That changes a lot of things because I have seen Nick Bosa drop and basically become available. And he's just not, unfortunately. This makes it really tough, I think, because as much as it would be great to get Austin Eckler or any of these guys, Miko Autry's here, Michael Pierce, DJ Jones, who's a guy I think we released. Justin Jones is the guy we released. Or let go of, I guess. Robert Quinn wants to come back. Jadeveon Clowney's here. Sione Takitiki. Devin White now is an interesting one. Devin Bush as well. Levi Wallace. That does not sound like a real name. See what's going on with the kickers, huh? Any good kickers? Dicker the kicker? We're definitely not getting one of these guys, although I do think it's kind of funny to see that those type of guys are here. Nothing great out here, I will say. Wide receivers wise, I mean, Mike Williams would be sick because he's a 6'4" wide receiver, but I mean we're set on the wide receiver aspect of things. I think we don't need Austin Eckler. Gerald Everett, I think, is the guy we go with if we were to sign anyone. We're probably gonna draft a guy anyway. He's a year younger. But I mean, him and Tyler Higbee are basically the same. It's the speed, really, I think, that changes things. Left guard wise, I think we're set at the left guard position. Center, probably Lloyd Cushenberry. We're gonna need a second guy. Trey Turner wants to come back. Taylor Lewan's here, but he wants crazy amounts of money, and he's 33. No one really on the defensive line that I want to go out and get. Michael Pierce is interesting. I just don't want to overpay a guy. I mean, it's like, well, you're going to have to at some point. It's like, I get that, but he's not a guy I want to, overpay. He's not worth me overpaying for. Devin White is an interesting one, though. I think this is probably the first guy I go out and make an offer to. Definitely going to try to offer him 4.5 and 3.5. This doesn't make it unreasonable for how good I think he can become. Gonna go out and make that offer. Jalen Smith is here. Why not? Make an offer for Frankie Louvu. He wants more salary. I like that. We're going to go out and make that offer. You can only have 5 active negotiations, which I could probably change in settings, but do I really care that much? Jordan Lewis. William Jackson will love to come out here. Xavier Woods is here. The X Factor, Xavier Woods. Deshaun Elliott's an interesting one. He's 27. Terrell Edmonds, you would think he'd want to play with his brother. Guess not. QB wise, I mean, Baker Mayfield's the only guy here. He's not a guy that I think I would want to go out and get. Sam Darnold's even available. Alec Ingold. It'd be nice to get a new type of guy as a fullback, but I don't think I'd waste that type of guy. Donovan Peoples-Jones. I'll extend him a contract offer. He wants 24.8 over 3 years. I'll make that offer, although I probably shouldn't. Tight end wise, I'll probably extend the offer then to Tyler Higbee because I think he's more likely to sign than anything. I'll go in a negative in cap space. I really do not care. Let's make this a 2-year prove it deal. And I'm willing to offer you like 4 and 3. Hold up, I gotta adjust this stuff then. Because I need to get cap space now all of a sudden. Don't know how I'm so over the cap. But if I had to guess, it's probably because of Chris Wormley's massive ass fucking contract. Don't know where all this money's going, by the way. Jalen Johnson's contract, I guess, is probably what's going to fuck us over. Isaiah Simmons' contract isn't horrible. I've seen it. I made it. Is it more than I would have liked to have paid him? Yeah, but I mean, we're already here. Free of 420,000. Nice. We're just gonna go to roster here and just start getting rid of every single player that's gonna free up the cap room. That's like dog shit. Jeff Cotton Jr. Plus, we renegotiated that contract for Chris Wormley, which gives us some extra money to play with. Dylan Stoner. Nope, did not want to edit him. I'm backing out. I'm backing out. Calm your horses. Discarding changes. Nothing happened. You're okay. Let him go. Melifonwu's here. Trace Sherman's here. He's not a bad player. I really like him. He's just, I'm not going to pay him $1 million to just be on the bench. Whose contract is it's Jalen Johnson, isn't it? Jalen Johnson's contract is not crazy, I guess. Darnell Mooney's isn't crazy, I think. They're not making $10 million a year, which is what I really like. Right? No one's making over $10 million a year. Darnell Mooney, okay, he's a wide receiver, but, I mean, he's going to progress. He's going to be great. Isaiah Simmons got superstar. That's awesome. I think I could have offered him less money, and he wouldn't have taken it. But did I want to pay him? Yes. $8 million isn't crazy to me. I think really what fucked us over is this Terrell Edmonds. His contract is just so bad, man. $22.4 million. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, that's something you gotta move. Stephon Gilmore would be a cool one, too. Then we'll go with Higbee just because he has that star depth, but so does Gerald Everett. We're going to make this offer because I think we're the only team offering. We're probably going to... definitely move this down. Because we're the only offer on Frankie Louvu. Devin White we're going to have to overpay for. I'm going to make that offer. Hopefully I get this in the hunt on Devin White. We are not even close. What the fuck are these other teams offering, man? I don't know that there's many teams making offers out here for Bobby Wagner. Which is why I want to offer him, like, just like a really cheap 1-year deal. Because then, like, we're still in the hunt, I guess. Cap is going to just absolutely destroy us right now. We're going to have to make some moves, and I don't know that we're going to be able to make eval offers. Players have evaluated submitted offers. Donovan Peoples-Jones signs with us for a 5-year deal. Frankie Louvu. Players have looked at the deals. Available players. You're starting to see a lot of these guys move. Michael Pierce isn't a player that I necessarily need to get. He's a player I want to get and trade away, potentially. Worst case scenario, he makes the team better. So, I mean, we're potentially in the hunt for him. Gerald Everett was a player I would have liked to have gone and went and got. But I mean, you can't always get every single person out here. Devin White, we were out of. He's going to Houston. Damian Harris is an interesting one. Because we'll make him an offer that he probably won't accept. But I don't have the cap room to do that. So I have to wait for player evals to come out. Submitted my offers, my signings. Do I have more cap room now because I've had players not sign for me? Or what the fuck is... I don't understand free agency here. It used to be a lot easier. So do I not... Okay, I was like, do I not get the money back from signing those players? We're in the hunt on 2 of these guys. Who's available still? Clyde Edwards-Helaire is here. That's sad. We don't really need another wide receiver. I think even now with the wide receivers we have too many. Irv Smith might be interesting. Jalen Mayfield maybe moving to right tackle, potentially. Taylor Warren wants to come back, but I'm not going to sign him for that much money. I'm going to offer these guys like dog shit contracts, hoping that they take it. Offer you 3.5 and probably like 2.5, and if you take it, you take it. For a 1-year deal. I'm probably going to end up trading you anyway. So if you decide to take it, just understand you're probably not going to play for us. So, I mean, that's always an opportunity. Jadeveon Clowney's still here. He'd be a sick one. Takiati wouldn't be too bad either. Dylan Bush is here. If I can push him out on a 5-year contract, I'll do it. But I'd have to withdraw some offers. Which, I mean, I don't hate doing. I'll withdraw that offer so that I can go and potentially try to sign Rashawn Smith. Justin Hollins is even here. Or Devin Bush, I mean. Offer him something light, like $4 million and $2 million. Go 2.5. Really nobody else on the backside that I would like. There are some players like Isaiah Rodgers that would be sick. Jeff Okuda. CJ Henderson's here. He's just still young enough to the point that I think he'd be good to use. Amik Robinson had a great game recently against the Green Bay Packers in real life. I mean, that'd be interesting. Jason Verrett, a guy who just battled injuries his whole career. Like 3 or 4 major injuries, and yeah, it's tough, man. I feel for you. I'm sorry. Michael Ojemedia, he's the guy we had. Pretty sure he still has future starter. Are player evals done, or do I just free agents? Cause it says eval period 3 of 3 done. I have 4 active negotiations. 6 teams interested. We're one of them, surprisingly. Advance to next week, I guess. See who's still available and who we can get for the cheap. Mock Draft 4 is coming out. If it was me though, I would assume that a lot of teams. I don't think Zach Brennan goes top five personally. If Kirk Cousins is still there, I'm surprised, but I mean he's gonna be dog shit. Wouldn't you rather get a quarterback that could help you do well? There's one guy, I think he was like a defensive end, who like I looked at and was like, this guy would be sick as a D tackle. Was it Gerald Hawkins? I think, like I said, he potentially, because he's 280, so for him to gain, even 10 pounds and move to an inside rusher. Jose Patrick. Scouting report. I mean, he's a big dude, man. I'm just saying, moving him to the inside at 319 pounds, it's worth looking at him, right? Got some official scores coming back. We're looking to sign some available free agents if possible. Who is signed? No one. We're the only guys offering. Who's still even here, man? Just like accept the contract. At this point. Take a look at some more staff moves. Why? Oh my fuck. Zach's calling me right now. Sean McVay just got hired, so I mean that's sick. Hello, Kylie. Zach was calling me. That's how we're just gonna advance to the next week, stage 3 of the offseason for free agency. It sucks that I have to do that, I guess, because it's like, why would player evals be done? Did I sign the guys I needed? Like, can you guys just be like, hey, you got him. Sweet. I'm probably gonna withdraw this offer to Justin Jones. I mean, if there's a good guy still available. I mean, Isaiah Rodgers is a guy I could get in free agency. I mean, either way, I don't think he'll sign anywhere. Guy's a little bit of a gamble, if you know what I mean. I kid. We'll probably just advance this week then, go into the end of week 3. Mock draft number 5 comes out, and I think if they have Zach Brennan going in the top 5 to Minnesota again, decline that offer. We're going to decline that offer, and we're going to review this offer. Patrick Peterson, the 34-year-old guy. Marvin Mims, 77 overall wide receiver. That's sick, man. But he's not a major cap hit. Although I do get a 5th round pick. I get a guy 3 years younger. I just don't know if maybe contract wise that works out. I do like having that in my pocket. Private workouts. Let's look at some.
Sorry,
shut the fuck up, Sir Alexa. Maybe some D tackles. These are some big fucking boys, dude. Let's look at Roman Callaway. look at Zay Gallimore. What about that free safety Gaines? Yeah, let's look at him. Let's go back and look at those prospects. I think we have them favorited, but I think it'd be easier if I just went in and looked at the D tackles and went there. Don't know where to go for that. Look at mock draft number 5. We're in the middle of that. Zach Brendan's going number 3. And we had him at 1. That's going to be disappointing. I really wish I could have gotten a guy like that. Free agency recap. Look through here. Titans got significantly better. Frankie Louvu signs. We missed out on Devin White, who signs with Houston. Shouts out Devin White. If you know, you know. I had a franchise series with them, and he played a big part on that team. So I think Trade Center is available now. And we're definitely going to look to trade some guys because I have some big-ass cap hits. Tremaine Edmonds being an 89 overall with $22.4 million is just gross. It's basically Super Bowl or bust, I'm thinking, because we do not have the ability to really... Who's just making a shit ton of money besides Tremaine Edmonds? Because he's probably going to have to be a player that I get rid of. Chris Wormley is one. Travis Gibson's one I really wouldn't mind getting rid of. Frankie Lou, like $6 million a player isn't crazy expensive. I like this. Tyreek Stevenson started out, by the way. It's probably going to be... Oh, I was going to say it was probably going to be Justin Fields and Trey Lance, because when you pick up their fifth-year options, they're just really expensive. Pretty expensive wide receiver room. And going front. Donovan Peoples-Jones is making quite a bit of a bag this year. I don't get a single offer for them, but let's see what happens when we put in our middle linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds. There's no possible... Bullshit, nobody wants him. Well, because everybody has no cap room. Except for, of course, the Indianapolis Colts. That makes things really complicated, because how is it these other teams are able to go into the minus, but I can't? I think this is just a recap with everything. We'll advance to the next week, which is the draft. And we'll probably slow it down here before we begin the NFL draft. I want to scout college players, look at those guys one more time, look at those potential prospects. Gilbert's a round 1 guy. Gallimore, we scouted him, but he didn't get to 100%. Marquise Phillips is a 3rd to 4th rounder. Roman Callaway is another guy we looked at, but we didn't get him to 100%, so we don't know his true value, I guess, because that wasn't an area of priority for us. We'll start the NFL draft. We're going to go ahead and pause the draft immediately. I think we have to trade up. I know we have to trade up. I know we have to move up if we want to get potentially the greatest draft pick ever. The Lions have the number 1 pick this year too. They just drafted a running back. They're gonna. What are they doing here then? They're just giving up on Jahmyr Gibbs. Amon Ra's on a 1-year deal. What do you want for it? They want a haul. I'm gonna put up my first 2 draft picks and see what I can get. Jerry Judy's available. Rashawn Slater's available. That's a Nick Bolton, who I feel was just old, man. Javon Holland, Tyson Campbell. I want to move up. Derek Brown does solve our problems, but with an $11.7 million cap hit. Let me add a guy. Let me see what happens then. No trade packages. Really? See, but they're willing to give me a player to make it happen. Let's go talk to the guys who should have that 3rd pick. What do they want for that? First round pick next year, the pick after that. We keep our picks this year. A second, and a 5th. Or this one. Let's counter offer on those. Let's do this. Let's just see how far off we are. Oh shit. We're not doing that. I'm sorry, but there is no way in hell it's that easy to trade up to the number 3 pick. I am not. Nope. Hopefully to God that didn't save. Holy shit. I am hoping so much that didn't save. I'm begging it didn't save. Please tell me it didn't save. And I don't care, right? But I do care. That's the thing. I do care. Right? Otherwise I wouldn't have just been like, holy shit. I'm hoping it starts me at the beginning of the draft. Please don't tell me that went through. I hope to God it didn't go through. Okay. Let's go to Trade Center. Because I'm like, that's wild. I'll give you Tyler Higbee. But I don't know why they need a tight end. Who do they have that I can just take off of them? See, they're paying guys like $10, $13 million a year. Christian Darrisaw would be sick. He's still on his rookie deal, I think. Give me a guy like Jay Ward. I need a guy that's like $1 million minimum, I think. Like Akabi Evans and like this would be sick. What if I give you my number 28 pick? Huh? Huh? What other team has two draft picks? That's really my biggest question. Because I think this goes through. But it's like, who do I give them? There's no one really out there that I would want to give. Jack Sanborn's on a crazy contract. I mean, he did move up to star dev. I'm hoping he gets another thing like that. He's making like $4 million over the next 6 years, so it's consistent, I guess. But I mean, he's pretty cheap overall. Because even if he gets up to an 81, like an 81 overall player for $4 million is pretty sick. I think if I give them fifth round picks or like later round picks, we should be fine. I give them 2 5th round picks. Saves us money too, because we're not in salary cap pile as much. And they can give me Alan Ali. Really? I probably want a 4th rounder, but I really don't want to give up a 4th rounder. I think if I gave them a 5th and a 4th rounder, they take it. This. And this. That sucks. Let's go talk to Carolina. We already have their 1st round pick this year, but we'll give them their 1st round pick back, I guess. We'll maybe get some first back. They have $8 million that they have to figure out. That's your problem, dude. Rays have the 5th pick. I think they go out and get a quarterback. You see a team that also has 2 1st-round picks. Bengals just did not perform at all this year. They wanted to trade me Trey McBride, right? There's no way they accept this, I think. But, crazier things have happened. They need to somehow figure out $2 million. Trey McBride helps with that. Is that Willie Gay? This dude's been. Okay, he's not worth $6 million. But I guess I wouldn't know either because I've been doing bad trades or bad signings. So. Are you shitting me? Okay. Okay, Lamictus Smith. Probably Toon is the next guy that they would consider. What else do you want? I'll give you the 26 to move up that many spots and get a tight end. Gonna get that QB. I'll take the right guard actually. I move up quite a bit and I still get 2 draft picks. What else do you want? Let me edit him. It won't. That's sick, dude. Believe it or not, Chris Wormley at the beginning of the season was a left end. So, any superstar. Now, is he a great superstar? No. But he's still a superstar. I think he probably goes back up in rating. Probably to like an 80. I do like the fact that we would move up quite significantly by trading away the 20 and the 26 pick. I also don't know if it's worth me trading that away and just trading in out of the second round. Maybe even just going like this and trying to trade into the first again. See what they got. If I can get the 12 pick, maybe. That, a tight end. Your $1 million right guard. See where we sit at here. Probably not in a great position, to be honest. Salary cap just sucks, dude. Makes it really, really tough to do anything. Also, Kyler Murray's making $52 million this year. That's ridiculous. Oh, are you shitting me? Yeah. It's probably just because of the way that they're stacked up with the bonuses and not guaranteed salary. So I need a guy more expensive. Damn. It is possible, I think. It involves me giving up a lot more than I would like to give. What do they want for this that works out? My 26 or my 28? No. I gotta go get those shitty guys. Tames, and then that, like, running back, right? This is gonna be tough. I gotta move into the top 5. It's never gonna happen. Everyone's in salary cap hell. Nobody can trade away players. What do you want for your top 3 pick? Let's counter. So this goes through. We found that out the hard way. So what I don't get is if I give you a left end, right? That's what I'm saying. I'll give you a left end. I'll even give you a right end. And then you give me back. Just like absolute dog shit. We'll do that. And I'll give you... Don't have a lot of picks. So, like, what if I give you, like, some 5th rounders? You know, I feel like that's a good trade. Are you fucking serious? I don't think I'm gonna be able to move into the top 5, guys. So our first round pick next year, because apparently, or in 2 years, because we're supposed to have the number 1 pick. They really think we're that bad, man. And then our first round this pick this year. We did better than them. Like, eat a dick, Cincy. And nobody's got cap room. If anything, the Chargers are gonna start getting rid of players, just because they cannot, they can't afford this. Can't afford this at all. They're gonna have to cut players. Players are trying to get paid more than what they're worth. $24.4 million is disgusting to be that much in the hole. How the fuck do they do it? Or they don't have a quarterback. Did the Colts cut Anthony Richardson? There's no way, right? There's no way. Hendon Hooker's here too. What the fuck is that? Sorry about that, guys. Matt Barkley's a starting quarterback for a while. Okay. You know what, let's just go into it. We'll set the NFL draft. We'll see how it goes. We'll pause it. We should have probably been in a better position to just tank, but shit happens. Devin Cunningham, the guy we thought would go first overall, does. He ended up switching with Zach Brennan. Calvin Davis goes number 2. That's a shock. I think they weren't expected to go with him. This is where it's going to suck for me. Yep. That sucks, man. Cody Peterson goes. Raiders on the clock. Sean Redding. LaShawn Hill. That's a good pick. I like that, dude. Devontae Gray goes. He's not a player I'm as excited about, I think. I looked into him a little bit more. He didn't have the greatest of stats. Zach Rivers from San Diego State goes. What the fuck happened to Anthony Richards? Lorenzo Chance goes. Al Cummins goes. That's actually the tackle I was looking at getting. Dante Dansby gets out of here. Alfonso Sanford. Ben Smart. Alex Sasser. Nate Davis goes. They got a good one. Gerald Hawkins. Pat Bundy goes. They were going to, of course, try to move up in the draft, probably, if not. Doug Edwards goes. No. I probably would have been the guy I would have picked. And that's our next pick. Tymon Rose goes before we can even look at him. He's a good guy, man. Oh, shit. Welp. You didn't say it. You said, that's not enough.
You pressed it.
You gotta still be. Hey!
I was like,
Hey!
you
Hey!
pressed it.
Problem! Hey!
You're too quick.
Whatever. I couldn't even look. I'm sorry, but I'm dying. I was like, I can't breathe. Sure, baby. You already talked on stream, and it's not like anybody watches, so. Yeah, same shit kind of happened to me last year. Or I moved forward in the draft, I think. And then it, like, fucked me over, and I couldn't pick the guy I wanted, and I had a really good draft pick. I do not want to go into Ultimate Team. I do not want to go into Ultimate Team. I do not want to go into Ultimate Team. I fucking hate this. Why do they make Ultimate Team first? You play Ultimate Team, like, you don't touch grass. What's she trying to cook? Dude, nobody cares about this. Literally, every single person who does play it, right? If you're an Ultimate Team player, touch grass, first off. Second off, maybe you should, like, just have the rewards automatically go to your account, and then you don't have to check them off. So then it's like you already have them. We're gonna make a trade. We're gonna make a move. I think we can move up. I need a team with like quite a bit of fourth round picks or like 2 third round picks. That's what I really want to move up to. Get a couple picks in the mid rounds that'll help round out this team. Fuck, I'm dying. The Niners lost to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I know. Shocker, right? Actually, can I make a trade here with these guys? I would love this and like your guys' left outside linebacker, Lucas Van Ness, but that's gonna be like close to impossible. Hee hee. Yeah, he is untradeable. I know this. But oh, because he's worth nothing. That's why. Eric Stokes. Fuck. Yeah, they really aren't paying this fucker anything. The thing is, if I don't trade him now, I could definitely trade him later. And I think that's what we're gonna end up doing. It sucks because when you get to this point in the NFL, like you can't trade anything, and like it's my first time doing it, so. It probably just could have gone up like 2 instead of going all the way through. Let's see how far off we are here. Okay. So let's get rid of this and this. Let's do this. Okay. Oh, fuck. need a guy for like $1 million. That's under 70 rated. Perfect. I like this. How many 5th round picks do you think it takes? Because I don't think I have enough 5th round picks in the world to make this work. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. Oh. Fuck, I'm dying. Alright. 60, 90, 123. What if we just did this? Okay. We'll add him. Oh my god, dude. Okay, this 4th round pick I will make slightly better. And even then, I think I'm giving up a lot. Let's go that 120. I go 112. That's how high I can go on the 4th. There's been a trade. The number 3 pick is ours. And we know it's who it's going to be. Zach Brennan. He wasn't even a top fit for them. They were literally getting him just to drive me crazy. Stud finder. He is insane. He's the future of this team. On the defense, he's just incredible. Crazy stats out of the Ohio State University. I get no more picks in the first, but you know what? It's something we had to be comfortable with. What happened to Anthony Richardson? I'm still so confused. Did he retire? That'd be so unfortunate. Unless he's hurt. I could see him being hurt. Is there a way for me to look? Zach Brennan, we had to move on into the top picks for him, and I'm glad we did. Let's look at the injury report. I'm assuming he probably had a season-ending injury. Broken femur. Jesus. That's tough. Broken femur. Oh my god. I've heard that that's just painful. Yeah. Zach Brennan was the clear-cut choice as number one. I'm not looking to trade Najee Harris. I'm looking to extend him on a longer contract. We'll resume the draft. I guess pause it and skip ahead to the next draft pick. Cody Peterson goes. Sean Redding goes. LaShawn Hill goes. Devontae Gray goes. Not really many guys that, I would have. Really, there's no one else that I think I would have traded up for like this. Zach Brennan's generational type talent, man. I'm telling you guys that right now. I just wish it was easier to trade in the draft. Especially now, I don't think it's possible because of the salary caps. Let's see. If we add, because we don't need Wormley now. We just drafted our guy, right? And we go to someone who had multiple second-round picks. The Cardinals, I think, have quite a bit of picks. I have another one here in the first. If we could trade back into the first, that'd be quite amazing. But I don't think that's going to be possible. We're both negative already. Like, what does it matter? And I think is if I turn salary cap off, I don't think I can turn it back on. Although I think it'd be sick if you could. I do think it'd be sick if you could. All Madden, by the way. Peep that. Salary cap. Cannot be turned back on. Cannot be turned back on. I do think it'd be sick to just pay players whatever they want. But then you run into a lot of issues. Like players making $10 million even though they're like 64 rated. Because money doesn't really exist to them. We'll skip ahead. We'll advance to the next pick. I can't see anything. I can't see anything. Did it break? Are you shitting me? Fucking EA, man. I hope it saved to that point. I don't think it would have. Okay, it did. It did. So we still made the trade. Cool. I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep thinking about stuff. Pick number 29 is essentially a second rounder, right? So let's give me this. And then I shall give you. You guys probably need one anyway. So I need 1.31 million to figure out where to find that in their salary cap room is going to be pretty tough. I passed my driver's license test today, by the way, guys. I don't know that you guys care because nobody's watching, but I passed my motorcycle driving license test. So that's pretty exciting. Can we do this? Oh shit. I don't have enough money. Alright, let's go this. Who's like their worst players that are like making multiple millions of dollars? It shouldn't be. Give me just that. But I don't think that'd be enough. Because that quick math does not add up to that much money in my head. Give me this guy. Give me this guy and this guy. Don't give me this guy? Okay, maybe give me that other guy, but not that guy? Maybe? Mario Williams. Oh shit. Ben Cleveland wouldn't be bad. Ben Cleveland's had a fall from grace. He's down to a 68. Damn. Are you shitting me, dude? This is so tough to figure out. Because now I'm trying to match salaries with them and I can't. What if we did this? Okay. We did sign Devin Bush. I should probably just trade Tremaine Edmonds. Tremaine Edmonds loves everything. Look at this. Oh, there's no trade package for him. That's sick, dude. If they gave me Devin White in this trade, fourth rounder here. Is this too much to ask for? Is it? I don't think so. It's only too much to ask for if they say no. And that's not crazy far off. You know what? You can keep him. Three first-round picks? Are you shitting me? I mean, you definitely consider it, right? Right? Like, you don't consider that? At least 3 first-round draft picks for Tremaine Edmonds? Who I get is almost 90 rated and probably our highest player, but he's dog shit for us. I don't know. You know what? We made the trade we needed to make. We'll keep our picks because we have to round out the team. And we'll advance to the next pick. We're definitely going to have to restructure some contracts. So I'll have to probably go in and manually do it because I don't like the way the game does it. The game does it where if you're on like Jack Sanborn who's on a six-year deal, they basically put all the money into the last 2 years of his contract, so he makes like 40 million at the end of his deal. For some reason. They go with the quarterbacks. That's who I thought they were gonna go with. They needed a quarterback. Kirk Cousins isn't the answer there. Kai Cheeks goes. I kind of wanted to get Kai Cheeks just for the name. And they get his left tackle. Matt Clay goes as well. That was actually the next running back I probably would have gone after. Keegan Young, damn. Okay. Caleb Burke goes. That's the tight end I wanted to have gotten. Out of Cal. I figured he would have been gone. Dwayne Castle. What's weird to me is I think that, like, the Lions just went left tackle first overall. And then they went out and got another one. So that's pretty interesting. You know what? We'll skip ahead to our next user pick. We'll see what's available on here. A second, a fourth, a seventh, and a seventh. The second, a third next year. I think I need players. I have 47 on my roster, dude. We'll pick player. I don't know who's gone. I'll be real with y'all. Let's go to favorites. Let's see who's here. Deion Wembley's still here. Tarvis Gilbert's still here. I don't know that Deion Wembley stays, though. I do like that he's still here. Let's look at everyone. Quarterback-wise, there's probably nobody. Nope. Not that we were looking at anybody. Virgil Garout is here, the homie out of Boise State. Wide receiver-wise, I mean, I don't think there's anybody I care for here. Eric Johnson, maybe, out of Georgia. There's a UDFA guy that I think I was pretty interested in. Tight end wise. Wayne Saunders, maybe. I mean, I potentially need another left tackle. Do I just go best available? I think if I'm going best available, I go Tavares Gilbert. He's round one talent. I scouted him out of North Carolina. We're going to take him. Hidden Dev. We'll take it. Hidden Dev. I know we got another pick here in the second. Maybe we go out and get that corner. This guy's still here, Duke Clifton. I do not know jack shit about him. Deion Wembley's here. He's a man-to-man corner. He's expected to go to Carolina. So, I mean, it'd be nice to get rid of him out of Carolina.